Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today's video is when you're a healer that takes their injuries onto your body. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. The air in the small, makeshift recovery room felt thick and metallic. Ozone from Bakugo's final push, and the sharp, coppery scent of fresh blood. You peeled your hands back from Kirishima's broad back, the last of the two deepest internal trauma transferring away from his bone and muscle and surging into your own. You stumbled back, the floor suddenly rushing up to meet you. A blinding, searing fire erupted across your torso, the accumulated cost of keeping two powerhouse heroes from being permanently crippled. You clammed a hand over your mouth to stifle a scream, biting down so hard you tasted iron. You caught yourself on the wall, dragging your gaze back to the bed. They were exhausted, barely clinging to consciousness, but they were whole. Kirishima's eyes flickered open first. His newly healed skin was smooth and unmarked, but his voice was a weak, terrified rumble. "Wyon, no, look at you." He tried to sit up, his movements heavy and sluggish, like a machine running on fumes. "God, look at your side. That's too much. We said 50%, Wyon." Your left arm, where he'd pulled the worst out of Bakugo's nerve damage, was already weeping crimson from a large tear in your suit. Dark, ugly bruises bloomed across your ribs and chest, marking where Kirishima's hardening had shattered and reformed one too many items. You pushed yourself off the wall and stumbled over, ignoring the throbbing pain. "I'm fine, Iji," you said, though the words came out breathy and strained. He gently pushed his shoulder bag down onto the pillow. "Just a rough delivery. Surface scratches. You two took the actual beating." "Surface scratching my ass." Bakugo's voice cut through the room, a hoarse, laced with fury voice, and there was barely a rasp in there. He forced his eyes open, although his gaze was crimson, dull, and heavy. He was too drained to shout, which made his anger all the more terrifyingly focused. He grabbed the front of your bloody uniform, his grip weak but insistent. "The hell did I tell you about playing hero, Wyon? You collapsed on me and I swear I'll drag your damn self back to the fight, just to kick your ass." "Katsuki, let go," you whispered, the pain in your abdomen making you wince. "You're going to pass out. Your body needs to accept the rest of the repair. Let me sit down." He didn't release you, but his gaze softened as his thumbs brushed against the fabric where your ribs were, the ones that had been threatening to crack under a crushing impact. "Why do you always do this, huh?" he growled, the self-reproach in his tone cutting deeper than any of his explosions could. "You always walk away, looking like a goddamn disaster, just so we can swagger into the infirmary clean. It's supposed to be us protecting you." Kirishima reached out, his hand finding yours, and pulled you gently towards him, until you sank onto the edge of the bed between them. He carefully threaded his fingers through your uninjured right hand, his touch warm and stabilizing. "He's right, Wyon," Kirishima said, sounding utterly defeated. "We keep screwing this up. We push too far, and you always pay for it. I promised I wouldn't let you get like this again, right?" You leaned back, resting your head against the wall, allowing the chill of the concrete to battle the feverish heat that always followed a massive transfer. You looked down at their faces. Bakugo's head turned into your thigh, his eyes now half closed, breathing evening out. Kirishima's gaze, wide and remorseful, locked on your own. "You didn't screw up. You corrected, letting a small, weak smile surface. You survived. You won. I heal. That's what I do. And the payment is worth it because I get to come home to both of you. Not just one. Or worse. None. Now, if you want to help, stop talking and be my heat source. Kirishima immediately shifted, wincing slightly as his muscles protested, until he was propped up and pressed firmly against your bleeding left side. He was careful not to jostle the deepest injury, but the pure overwhelming warmth of his body was exactly what you needed. Good idea, he mumbled, resting his chin on your shoulder. I'm not moving. You're pinned. We're keeping you right here until Recovery Girl gets here and gives us all a lecture. Bakugo grunted in agreement from his position against your other leg. He still hadn't let go of your uniform, but his grip was looser now, more possessive, then demanding. Shut up, Shadir, he murmured, his voice heavy with imminent sleep. We're not moving. Just stay here, Mayan. Don't go anywhere. You closed your eyes, feeling the pain dull under the protective weight of two powerful, exhausted men. You were scraped, bruised, and bleeding, but you were home. Never. You assured them, kissing the top of Kirishima's head and letting your right hand settle on Bakugo's messy hair. We're all safe. Now rest, you two. You earned that. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. By the way, I just wanted to apologize for not being very consistent with my uploading schedule. I know I've said this multiple times, but I swear to God I've never actually been to school as much as I have been this year. Basically, all the years before, I tried to be on as much breaks as I can from school. And last year, we didn't have any classes in my school, so we just stayed home the whole year. So basically, actually just going to school every day and staying there for like 8 hours or whatever, 9 hours actually. It just makes me exhausted, and I didn't realize I had the privilege to just be home, like back then. So it's all just very new to me, and it makes me very exhausted. So I just cannot fix my schedules and like balance everything out. Even breaks. I don't even take breaks right now. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. I do hope that I understand what exactly I'm coming from. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And goodbye.